Hey again, everyone. Thank you for joining me. There's a lot of folks making a lot of content out there, so if you are still engaging in my discussions, it is always appreciated. There's a few things I'd like to talk about with you today. And the first thing is, I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. And I hope that you're staying safe from your narcopaths, that they are not able to get in too close of proximity to you, and that if you aren't able to go no contact, that you can at least stay low contact until you can. And with that being said, I hope that you enjoyed the video that I put up this morning, the message deleted. You can delete that message without even listening to it if it comes from one of them. And let me tell you, these creative endeavors, occasionally I like to make one around the topic. Seems like all my creative endeavors in the last couple of years have to do with this topic. It's been definitely a motivator. Uh, they're they're harder than they look, I promise. So I hope you enjoy those when I put them up. It always means a lot to me if you do. So with that being said, on to our topic today, which is, and before I get into it, I was asked to keep this anonymous by a very good friend of mine. Love him like a brother. We're going to get him back on the channel sometime. Sometime we'll have him. It does just such excellent work. So this is not my idea, was not my topic, but I was asked to talk about the morality of the narcopath. We all know that the narcopath or the egopath doesn't have a morality. They don't operate with a moral compass like normal people do. And we know that, but theirs is completely devoid. There are some, and I'll use the word characters because they're running a script in their mind. It is like a script or like a movie kind of, if you will, that they will engage. They will engage the character of the hero, or they will engage the character of the victim. So in both of these roles, the narcopath always has the moral high ground, or it appears that they do. Underneath, these people are supremely passive aggressive, but to themselves and the flying monkeys and anyone else who's listening, it looks like they have some sort of morality, which is nothing is further from the truth, as we're talking about now. So if you watch the decisions that one makes, and if you start to unpack what they're doing, you can find it out pretty quick. I don't know if I mentioned this in a video or if it was an email. I'm forgetting where I said it, but I'll just say it again. This person that I knew, what the hell, she's dead. My mother used to leave these pamphlets. This is what I'm talking about. When this is a hero, playing the hero, would leave these pamphlets out on her desk where everyone could see of this feed the starving children thing, right? But I never saw her send a check. But she would leave that out to let everyone know just what a moral and upright and righteous person that she is. As a matter of fact, in the one video I can't remember which one it is exactly, you can see where she says, "I don't make any decisions that I think would go against God," which basically is going against her own mind. They think that they are God, period. So who would have the most moral upper hand than God themselves or the narcopath, right? So she puts this piece of paper out for everyone to see, but never sends the money. And on that note, the people that run these organizations, who knows? They're probably doing the same thing too. They look like they have the moral high ground. They're heroes. They're feeding the children, but they're pocketing all the money. I really don't trust any of those foundations or organizations. So that's kind of one example. The other way that they keep the moral high ground is to always be the victim. So when they're out talking about you, and it's never in a good light, and they're smearing your name, they can't do it unless they have, again, the moral high ground. They have to have, people don't usually listen to people that they don't trust. This is what's so insidious about the narcopath, is that I trusted the ones that I was with. I trusted my mother. I trusted this person. It wasn't a marriage. It was really like a slave relationship that you trust in. Okay, so when the narcopath is out smearing your name to people, they're doing it on the pretense that they have the moral high ground on whatever the issue is, whatever it is that they're smearing you with at the time. Okay, so this is how they keep the flying monkeys going around. This is on the other people too. There's like this concentric circles of bullshit that go around this narcopath, all of them, that is hinged on the appearance of having morals, when nothing could be further from the truth. Another example, I can't remember where I saw it, was someone was talking about. I'm not going to get off on baby boomers. I think they're kind of a nasty generation, really. And no, I'm not a boomer, but anyway, some famous guy, some chef was talking about how he was not, he's obviously a multimillionaire, how he was going to leave his kids nothing. He was going to leave his nothing to his legacy. And the other boomers were like, cheering, yeah, good for you. You teach them what life's all about. When really that generation had it really better than, well, it's getting worse since then. Let's put it that way. They had a lot of stuff handed to him, but he's a very moral guy. It looks like he's being moral by teaching these lessons, but really inside, I think the guy's just doing it to abuse his kids. It looks like they're teaching you. I can't even tell you how many times I've experienced this myself with these people. They're not my family, but the family, where I'm doing this for your own good. There's another one. I just thought of that now. I'm doing, like, when they're beating on a kid. I'm doing this for your own good. No, you're not doing this for the good of anyone. You're doing this because you're a hateful, rotten person full of rage, and you're taking it out on someone. Spare the rod and spoil the child. Bullshit. Beating on people, man. That doesn't solve anything. I never knew anybody that got this kind of abuse that turned out okay. So they come up with these reasons why what they're doing is somehow moral. You can see it in our politics too, where they're doing these moral things and they're screwing the host populations. It happens all the time. But those of us, look, I still do it too. I know you probably do it as well. I want to believe someone when they tell me that they're reasons, but if you unpack what they're doing, you can see the bullshit that they're feeding you. And for a long time, someone would go, this is good. And I would go, okay, this is good. If you tell me it's good, this is good. When it's really not. Motivation is the key factor in what a narcissist does. Everything that they do has to look moral, but it has to serve their purpose at the same time. Man, that is an act. If that's not acting, I don't know what is. Which probably goes to show you why a lot of people in Hollywood are a bunch of narcopaths and psychopaths, because they can do that and get away with it. So, with all that being said, the narcissist has no moral compass whatsoever. There might be some sliding scale in that, but man, not much. The ones that I've known, they would do anything to put you down, make you look bad, make themselves look good. When you start to find them out, and you start to figure it out, though, they're going to start turning the screws. They're going to start turning the heat up on you as well, trying to get you to snap, all under a moral pretense. Good Lord, these people. Anyway, with that being said, okay. Besides Merry Christmas, I wish you freedom from suffering, safe from your abusers, that you have clarity, peace, joy, and wisdom. And with that, I'll sign off, and I hope to see y'all again real soon. Thanks.